In this video, we will explore how to set up and manage software RAID arrays using the mdadm utility in Linux. RAID, which stands for Redundant Array of Independent Disks, is a way to combine multiple physical disks into one logical unit for improved performance, redundancy, or both. Let's dive into configuring software RAID to enhance your data storage solutions. Let's begin by understanding some common RAID levels. RAID 0, known as striping, improves performance but offers no redundancy. Data is split across multiple disks, so if one disk fails, all data is lost. RAID 1, or mirroring, provides full redundancy by duplicating data across two or more disks. The capacity is the same as a single disk, but if one disk fails, the system continues to operate using the mirror. RAID 5 employs striping with parity, offering a good balance between performance and redundancy. It requires at least 3 disks and can withstand a single disk failure. RAID 6 is striping with double parity, able to survive 2 disk failures, making it more fault-tolerant than RAID 5. RAID 10, also known as RAID 1.0, combines mirroring and striping for high performance and redundancy. Now let's talk about mdadm. mdadm is a Linux utility used for managing software RAID arrays. It allows you to create, assemble, manage, and monitor RAID devices. Before using it, let's check if mdadm is installed by typing mdadm in the terminal. If it's not installed, you can install it using the command sudo apt install mdadm for Debian or Ubuntu, or sudo dnf install mdadm for Red Hat Enterprise Linux or Fedora. Before creating a RAID array, you need to prepare your disks. First, identify the available disks using the command lsblk, which lists all block devices, or use sudo fdiskl to list the disks. Next, you might need to prepare the disks. This step is optional but recommended. You can create partitions using fdisk with the command sudo fdisk/dev/sdx, replacing sdx with your disk identifier. Within fdisk, change the partition type to Linux RAID by typing the code fd. Please note, ensure the disks do not contain any important data, as all data will be lost during RAID creation. Now let's create a RAID 1 mirror array. Use the command sudo mdadm, create /dev/md0, level equals 1, RAID devices equals 2/dev/sdb1/dev/sdc1. The create/dev/md0 parameter specifies that we are creating a new array at device/dev/md0. The level equals 1 parameter specifies RAID level 1, which is mirroring. The RAID devices equals 2 parameter sets the number of active devices in the array to 2. Lastly, /dev/sdb1 and /dev/sdc1 are the specific devices or partitions to use in the array. After creation, the array will begin synchronizing. You can check the status using the command cat/proc/mstat. Here are some additional examples for creating different RAID levels. To create a RAID 0 array with 2 disks, use the command sudo mdadm, create /dev/md0, level equals 0, RAID devices equals 2/dev/sdb1/dev/sdc1. For a RAID 5 array with 3 disks, use the command sudo mdadm, create /dev/md0, level equals 5, RAID devices equals 3/dev/sdb1/dev/sdc1/dev/sd1. If you need a RAID 6 array with 4 disks, the command is sudo mdadm, create /dev/md0, level equals 6, RAID devices equals 4/dev/sdb1/dev/sdc1/dev/sd1/dev/sd1. Lastly, to create a RAID 10 array with 4 disks, use sudo mdadm, create /dev/md0, level equals 10, RAID devices equals 4/dev/sdb1/dev/sd1/dev/sd1/dev/sd1. Each RAID level offers different benefits in terms of performance, redundancy, and storage efficiency, so choose based on your specific requirements. Once your RAID array is set up, monitoring and management are essential. To check the RAID status, use cat/proc/mstat to view all RAID arrays or use sudo mdadm detail/dev/md0 for detailed information about a specific array. To examine RAID components, use sudo mdadm examine/dev/sdb1 to examine a disk that is part of a RAID array, or sudo mdadm examine scan to scan for RAID components. To save the current configuration, use sudo mdadm detail scan /etc/mdadm/mdadm.onf. Alternatively, on some distributions, you might use sudo mdadm detail scan /etc/mdadm.onf. To stop a RAID array, use sudo mdadm stop/dev/md0. To reassemble an existing array, use sudo mdadm assemble/dev/md0/dev/sdb1/dev/sdc1. Maintaining your RAID array involves handling disk failures and performing regular checks. To replace a failed disk, first, mark the disk as faulty using sudo mdadm/dev/md0 fail/dev/sdc1. Then remove the faulty disk from the array with sudo mdadm/dev/md0 remove/dev/sdc1. Finally, add a new disk to the array using sudo mdadm/dev/md0 add/dev/sdd1. After adding a new disk, the RAID array will automatically begin rebuilding. To grow a RAID array by adding a new disk to an existing array, use the command sudo mdadm/dev/md0 add/dev/sd1. Then grow the array to use the new disk with sudo mdadm grow/dev/md0 RAID devices equals 3. Growing a RAID array can be risky, so always back up your data first. To check the consistency of a RAID array, use sudo echo check /sys/block/md0/md/sync_action. To force a rebuild of a RAID array, use sudo echo repair /sys/block/md0/md/sync_action. Finally, to monitor rebuild progress, use cat/proc/mstat or watch the rebuild progress in real time with watch n1 cat/proc/mstat. After creating a RAID array, you need to set up a file system to use it. First, create a file system on the RAID array using sudo mkfs.txt4/dev/md0 to create an extension for file system. Next, mount the RAID array. Create a mount point with sudo mkdir/p/mnt/raid, and then mount the RAID array with sudo mount/dev/md0/mnt/raid. To configure automatic mounting at boot, add the following line to /etc/stab for persistent mounting by running echo/dev/md0/mnt/raid extension for defaults 02 sudo is/etc/stab. Always use the universally unique identifier, or UUID, instead of device names for more reliable mounting in production environments. For proactive RAID monitoring, consider setting up email notifications. Configure mdadm to send email alerts by editing /etc/mdadm/mdadm. SONF using sudo nano/etc/mdadm/mdadm. SONF and add or modify the mailadder line to include your email address like mailadderadmin@example.com. Make sure a mail transport agent like Postfix is properly configured on your system. To implement scheduled health checks, create a cron job for regular checks using sudo crontabby, and add a daily check at 3 a.m. using the line 03****/USR/spin/mdadm detail scan. Some monitoring best practices include setting up automated monitoring with tools like Nagios or Zabbix, monitoring disk smart attributes for early failure detection, keeping spare disks available for quick replacement, testing recovery procedures regularly, and documenting your RAID configuration. You can also use SmartMantools to monitor disk health. Install SmartMantools with sudo apt install SmartMantools, and check disk health using sudo smartdol/dev/sda. Combine smart monitoring with RAID monitoring for comprehensive disk health tracking. Let's summarize the key takeaways for software RAID management. Choose the right RAID level based on your specific needs for performance, redundancy, and storage efficiency. Implement regular monitoring with automated alerts to detect issues early. Remember that RAID is not a backup solution, so always maintain separate backups of critical data. Regularly test recovery procedures by practicing disk replacement and array recovery to ensure preparedness. Here are some additional resources for you. Check out the mdadm man pages, the Linux RAID Wiki, and the Linux Documentation Project. These resources will provide more in-depth information and guidance on software RAID configuration and management. If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.